Man, in the past year, the whole hard seltzer thing has come around as, I think it's all the different beer companies are jumping on the whole bandwagon thing. So Pabst Blue Ribbon come out with this stronger seltzer. 8% alcohol by volume, 230 calories. What was the carbs in this? 4 grams of carbs total.
Everybody freaks out over carbs. Personally, when I brew beers at home, I take all the grain out and just use the water.
Right.
So mine's perfectly healthy.
Right.
But that's just my opinion.
I just don't, it's hard for me to function and take in this whole seltzer thing.
So just a quick little rundown on it. The reason every beer company is doing it now, which seems really weird for craft beer companies to jump on, except for...
Is it a fad, though?
Time will tell, right? I mean, Smirnoff Ice has been around for 20 years. It's still around here.
But Zima was around in the 90s.
I still don't understand why they got rid of Zima. I know you got a strong attachment to Zima we found in the past, and I get that. Your first... introduction to drinking with your brother was Zima. So I get the attachment. It's a cool thing. The real difference coming on these from what I remember of Zima being, granted I haven't had it in 20 years, is these have no body, no mouthfeel, no real big flavor. I mean, Zima, even though we all threw things in it to flavor it different, you still felt like you were drinking something. As I remember, I don't really remember, to be quite honest with you, but I remember it being this light and fluffy, you know what I mean? Which is kind of weird. But I will say this. So the craft beers are all jumping on it. Here locally, we've got Deep Ellum's got one. And, I mean, everybody's fucking got one, right? So, but the reason is very simple. So when you think of beer, the big thing with craft has been that you have these 4 or 5 major conglomerates, right? I mean, you're talking the Walmarts of beer. So, your Budweisers and Millers and things of that nature, right? Right. Coronas and stuff like that. So what happens is even though there's 7,000 breweries in the country now, they're all sharing like 10% of total beer sales market. So if you think about that, you have 4 beer companies that make all the money, and then you have 6,994 of them that are sharing 10% of the sales. It's retarded. Wow. So if you think about that, this stuff right here costs next to nothing to make. I mean, literally zero to make, and it sells for the same amount as your beer does. It's crazy profitable. It's easy to make. It's fast to make. It makes sense. The good side of it is this stuff could be the thing that helps some of the small brew pubs and small breweries keep their really good beers around longer because they find a really good cha-ching method. For that stance, I'm all beside it. Now, you and me that have no stake in that don't really give a shit. We just make a stupid beer show and drink a lot.
But it seems like to me
we look at this and go, why?
Yeah. It seems like to me they're jumping on board with the whole, it's healthy, the low carb thing. I mean, this is low carb.
It's very low carb.
230 calories, 16 ounce. But and it is 8% alcohol, that's good to me. I mean, I'm just saying. But I don't know what it's going to take to find out the whole seltzer thing. I mean,
well, I'll say this: do we just want to drink this and talk about the flavor of it, or do we want to dispel some of the stupid shit around it?
Honestly, I just want to see if it'll chug.
Okay, well, in that case, we can do that. I've got a thing with the calorie thing, because you remember we were cousins, we go way back. Right. I lost a shitload of weight a long time ago and drank the whole time. So one of the things you learn about the more you know about nutrition is this stuff really becomes stupid because it's super light. And most people I hear that like this past summer was because they could drink a case of them because they were so light. Well, 100 calories is a 12-ounce thing, but you drink a case of them, and you blew your entire daily allowance on, right? So it's stupid.
Exactly.
The other part is these things don't fill you up. So while everybody's counting 4 carbs per can, you go eating 6 handfuls of pretzels and potato chips and your carbs are blown.
Right.
Low carb only works if you're adhering to a low carb diet, which very few people who are looking for anything to drink are doing. So that's all stupid marketing, but brilliant marketing. The Mike's Hard Lemonade people are the ones behind White Claw. And they're the ones that blew this into a whole thing. That stuff's been out for a couple of years, but those guys are great on the internet. And that's kind of how that happened.
Look at the color of that.
You know what I'm going to say about this one, though, dude? In true PBR fashion, they just looked at this whole thing and were like, let's see, healthy seltzer. Fuck you. So they put out a 16-ounce can, 230 calories. Fuck your 100 calories. 8%
stronger seltzer.
Alcohol. So I'm going to say, for the drinking man that drinks the PBR because we just don't give a shit and like to drink,
there's your seltzer.
Kill it.
The stronger seltzer.
All right, so as this point stands as far as seltzer goes, I'm on board with PBR before I've even tried it because I like the fact that PBR came in and goes, hey, we have a great cheap opportunity to make a shitload of money, but at least be complete assholes about it. And I think that's kind of cool. Yeah, you know, the beer guy at the bar says, why not?
Let's take a little sip and see if it'll chug. Let me see it. Wow.
Huh.
Lemon limony.
All right, so I'm going to say something. We've jacked around with a couple of these seltzers out of fun. To me, most of them taste like I don't know, maybe a Topo Chico or something. You know, just like
very,
mineral
very,
water,
very
right?
bland.
Just,
yes.
Nothing there.
No
Even
flavor.
when they flavor them up, it's like...
I taste a little sugar in this, though.
PBR came out and just made a Sprite. They made a vodka Sprite.
Exactly.
This is a weak vodka Sprite.
So, like, a shot of vodka and a squeeze of lime?
That's what it... I mean, like, this is... It's very limey. When you drink it, it's actually...
Wow.
It's
that tastes
syrupy,
just like Sprite.
right? It's syrupy. It's like it's got like a syrupy soda backbone. Actually, to me, argue if you want. I mean, if you look at it, the bubbles settled out of it really quick. And by no means are these clean glasses because we've been drinking out of them all day. So theoretically, if on a super sparkling thing, you'd have nucleation points going everywhere. My point being, this is not over-carbonated.
No, it's not.
Like the other seltzers we've had. Man, Pabst, I almost think y'all mislabeled this for the fact of trying to sell it. Y'all basically just made like, you know what? In the whole thing of not your granddaddies or
root beer and all that,
hard sodas, this almost tastes more like a hard Sprite to me.
Yeah. Maybe like what if we had like I don't know if this would go good. Maybe so. A green apple Jolly Rancher floating in.
See, I'm thinking this works better than we tried on the stupid White Claw thing, right? Because you only get so much flavor out of the Jolly Rancher. And then the super carbonated, crazy, like mineral-y taste you had in that didn't take it very well. But this is like sugary enough that I think if you added flavors, this would actually work. Dude, you might have found your Zima replacement, brother.
I don't know about that. I wouldn't jump out there too far.
At 8%, it'll get you drunker than Zima ever thought about.
Let's see if it'll chug. You ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Here we go. Got a chug.
Damn. Not only does it chug, it doesn't even bite you after it chugged it. Like, it doesn't have that super carbonation.
And it is a stronger seltzer.
Stronger seltzer.
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Dude, it's carbonated more like a beer than a stupid seltzer. Like, that's a...
Man,
look.
I mean, I would like to run, like, at least do a 5K and hammer one of those at the end.
I ain't running shit. If we want to hammer this at the end of anything, I'm cool with it. Yeah, run. Did you really just...
I'm just saying it's refreshing.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, just go out on a summer day. What do you need to run for? Oh, God, my knees are hurting talking about it. Yeah, man. Yeah, all right. Yeah, hey, PBR stronger seltzer. If you're going to do this, I mean, do it right.
I'm doing it.
PBR. It's harder.
And it's stronger.
It's bigger. It's basically the FU to seltzer. Huh. That's a trip. I'm going to get a beer, though.
Baby, Yoda got me feeling fine.